oasis of goodness in an otherwise loathsome world. The close relationships he had established with the backer and their homeland were Louis's elixir and solace, and yet the suspicion of malice was now upon him. Could he never be truly free of it? He found Umbomo's 4x4 parked behind the third row of huts, its driver fast asleep behind the wheel in a sweat-drenched football jersey. "Is Umbomo looking for me, Silo?" he asked the stocky black man, who stretched his limbs and struggled to get his bearings. The man shook his head. Apparently he had no idea what Louis was talking about. "Who is the white man Umbomo has with him? Do you know him?" Louis persisted. The driver yawned. "Is he a Frenchman?" "No," came the reply, Silo shrugging his shoulders. "He speaks some French, but I think he is from the north." "Okay." Louis felt the unease in his stomach. "Could he be a Dane?" The driver pointed an index finger at him. Bingo, that was it, and Louis didn't like it one bit. When Louis wasn't fighting for the future of the backer, he was fighting for the animals of the forest. Every village surrounding the backer's jungle fostered young Bantus armed with rifles, and every day scores of mandrill and antelope fell prey to their bullets. Though relations were tense between Louis and the poachers, he remained pragmatic enough not to turn down a lift through the bush on the back of one of their motorcycles. 3 kilometers along narrow paths to the backer village in just 6 minutes. Who could say no when time was of the essence? Even as the mud-built huts appeared in front of them, Louis knew what had happened, for only the smallest of the children and hungry dogs came running out to greet him. Louis found the village chief lying flat out on a bed of palm leaves, a cloud of alcohol fumes lingering in the air above. Strewn on the ground around the semi-conscious Mulungo were empty whiskey bottles, like the ones they thrust into your face on the other side of the river. There was no doubt the binge had gone on through the night, and judging by the silence that prevailed, it seemed equally plain that just about all the villagers had taken part. He poked his head inside the overpopulated huts of mud and bowed palm branches, finding only a few adults capable of acknowledging his presence with a sluggish nod in his direction. This is how they make the natives toe the line and keep their mouths shut, he thought. Just give them alcohol and drugs, and they'd be in the palm of your hand. That was it exactly. He went back to the musty hut and kicked the chief hard in the side, causing Mulungo's wiry body to give a start. A sheepish smile revealed a set of needle-sharp teeth, but Louis wasn't about to be appeased. He gestured towards the litter of bottles. "What did you do for the money, Mulungo?" he asked. The backer chief lifted his head and gave a shrug. Reason was a concept not much used in the bush. "Umbomo gave you the money, didn't he? How much did he give you?" 10,000 francs, came the reply. Exact sums, especially of this order, were by contrast a matter in which the backer took considerable interest. Louis nodded. That bastard Umbomo. Why had he done it? 10,000, he said. "And how often does Umbomo do this?" Mulungo shrugged again. Time was a relative concept. "I see you people haven't planted the new crops as you were supposed to. Why not?" "The money has not arrived, Louis. You know that, surely." "Not arrived, Mulungo. I've seen the transfer documents myself. The money was sent more than a month ago." What had happened? This was the 3rd time reality had failed to match up with the paperwork. Louis raised his head. Beyond the sibilant song of the cicadas, an alien sound became audible. As far as he could make out, it was a small motorcycle. Umbomo was already on his way. Louis would bet on it. Perhaps he came to offer a plausible explanation. Louis hoped so. He looked around. Something was certainly not right here, to say the least, but that would soon change.